Use the product rule to simplify each expression. For example A, we have the quantity m to the power of 5, n to the power of 10, times the quantity of m times n to the power of 8. So in other words, we have two parenthesis sets that are multiplying. Now this problem is a little bit bigger than the previous ones, so I really want to make sure we understand it. First and foremost, we see that we have quantity 1 timesing this second quantity. That means there is multiplication. But inside each quantity, we have the m touching the n, which is also multiplication. So in other words, all of these values are multiplying, so we can now rewrite it without any parentheses. And when we do, we will have m to the 5th times n to the 10th times m times n to the 8th. Since it is all multiplication, we can use the commutative property to rearrange these. And what we're going to do is we are going to group them or organize or categorize these individual factors. What we notice is in this problem, we are dealing with m's and n's. So we are going to use parentheses to help us group them. Alphabetically, m comes first. So I'm going to write an open parenthesis, m to the 5th times m, and close my parenthesis. That one set includes all of those values. Now my other group in this case is n's, so I will use a different parenthesis set, and inside it will include n to the 10th times n to the 8th. And again, all we've done is organized or regrouped it. Now looking at our first set where we have our m's, notice m to the 5th times m. That's where we can apply the product rule. We have the same base being multiplied, so we can keep the base and add the exponents. So we write it as m raised to the power of 5 plus 1. Our other group, n, consists of n to the 10th times n to the 8th. Again, they have the same base, so we can keep the base and add the exponents, writing it as n to the power of 10 plus 8. And finally, we can simplify. Our final answer would be m to the power of 6, n to the power of 18. Now let's look at example B. For B, we have open parenthesis, negative x to the 9th, y, close parentheses, times open parentheses, 4x squared y to the 11th, close parentheses. This is your try it problem. Using the same approach we did on example A, try this one. The hint, categorize and group your items. Okay, go ahead and pause the video now. All right, let's see. Did you arrive at the value of negative 4x to the 11th, y to the 12th? If so, great. If not, don't worry. Just keep watching. Just like the previous example, we rewrite the factors individually without parentheses because they're all performing multiplication. In this case, I have negative 1 times x to the 9th times y times 4 times x squared times y to the 11th. From here, I decide how many different categories I'm dealing with. And in this case, it is 3. We have the coefficients or the numbers, we have x's, and we have y's. And so we group them up using parenthesis sets. The first group would be negative 1 times 4. The next group is x to the 9th times x squared. And the last group would be y times y to the 11th. Now we simplify each group. First, negative 1 times 4 is negative 4. X to the 9th times x squared, we can now apply the product rule where we keep the base and add the exponents, making it x to the power of 9 plus 2. And finally, for y, we have y to the power of 1 plus 11, bringing us to our final answer of negative 4, x to the 11th, y to the 12th.